And again, going back to my philosophy training, I mean, the Vikings had a rather peculiar philosophy on life. So they believed that everything, like certainly the big things were fated. I mean, this was not like a particularly well analyzed and thought out position. But basically, there's a set of things that are destined to happen. They are written. Yet you have choice within that, right? There's a philosophical position called compatibilism, where you have free will and determinism in the same system. So basically, the Vikings they were Stoics, right? They were willing to
Mm-hmm.
accept, right? Like eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we
Yep.
die.
Yep.
And they were compatibilists. Like just generally, that was sort of the blend of their philosophical daily life. But I mean, if I'm going to look back at my metaphysics, I mean, something that is an end that is determined does not generally come from nowhere. That's
Yeah.
stuff that happens. There has to be at least some key things that happen in the lead up to this determined event that are themselves determined. Um, even if you're in a compatibilist system where some things can go weird in the middle of that. Um, so yeah, Ragnarok, the end of the worlds, doesn't just come out of nowhere.
Right.
You
Right.
turn on the gods for no reason. There's all this stuff got to be going on in the background. I mean, the Jotnar are constantly trying to come in and take, things and women and whatever from
Right.
gods. And, this army of Jotnar that, advances on the fields of Vigrid where Ragnarok takes place, that didn't just materialize out of nowhere.
Yeah.
There was some organized effort there. So now I'm looking at this going, I want to look at this story from the other viewpoint, the Jotnar, their lives, how they interact with the ICR, how they
Yep.
perceive this, what are they doing in the background, that brings them up to Ragnarok and how they attack. And of course, this is going to be extreme. This is a book that I have to outline. Because it has to fit around Black Wolf. And I wrote Black Wolf without having this book in mind. So now I'm like, well, crap, I've already done that. So I can't do this. I made some, in the last stages of writing Black Wolf, in the publishing, I did make some tweaks last minute, which is a dangerous thing to do, just in case anybody, you don't have a lot of editors to look over it.
Right.
So a lot of unfortunate things can slip through. So you do have to be very careful doing that. And I was very aware of that when I did it. But yeah, I started looking and going, how do I tell these stories? Because I have all these backstories for some of the Jotnar characters that pop
Yeah.
up. I'm like, I could do some really fascinating things with them.
Yeah. It certainly leaves you, I mean, it's obviously a lot of material and certainly leaves the opening for you to go to book two, or like you said, a companion piece. So that would be fascinating. But Black Wolf is available on Amazon, I am assuming, and maybe possibly through your website as well.
It's available through Amazon in various countries. I haven't looked them all up, but yeah, Europe, South America, the Americas. I've always seen links for all of those as well. For Canadians, the best bet is actually to go to Renaissance Press at Ottawa, especially if you like paperback, because Amazon, of course, it's a big book, so not super cheap.
Yeah.
For a no name, nobody author, it's a bit risky. But it is a better deal. It's 25 Canadian plus shipping, whereas Amazon it's like 33 plus shipping or whatever, unless you get free shipping. But I don't know. It depends on how much you want to spend on
Yep.
Amazon. But yeah, it is available through both ebook and print. It's Amazon and through Renaissance Press. Just look up Renaissance. I don't have the website, but Renaissance Press Ottawa should get you there.
Excellent. Well, I can't thank you enough for doing this with me. This has been fascinating. I love talking writing with you. I love talking about your book. It's on my list of reads that I have to get to. My summer reading list has just grown exponentially as the summer is going on, and I'm facing down the end of the summer, and my list is pretty large, but can't wait to dig into it and possibly maybe chat with you again about it. But just thanks everyone for tuning in, and thank you, Una, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Bye.